it's helpful and important to know that when you heal, I think you also start to make different choices in your
Mm,
life. And sometimes, healing isn't always about that things are difficult and then they feel good. Sometimes different choices come with healing. We might choose or notice that certain relationships are not healthy for us, or we might
mm,
notice, we weren't wanting to do that job that we've been doing, or it's not satisfying us. And so I think with therapy, those kinds of outcomes
mm,
can happen too. And so it can sometimes lead us to places that we make changes, big changes outside of our life. And I think
mm,
I talk about that too. I think there's a term in EMDR that's called secondary loss. And
mm.
so with change comes loss. That is part of healing as well.
So even though there's some kind of, I don't know, the word blooming is coming to me, like some
Mhm.
change, but the change also has some letting go of something. And that is a
Yes.
loss. Like if someone's changing a relationship or career or moving or realizing needing to make some kind of decision. Not everything is just perfectly easy, but
Yeah.
that's change, isn't it?
It
It's
is. When I got into counseling, I really wanted to choose. I mean, I think there is kind of different services out there, and I think, services teach to how to cope,
mm,
teach those tools to manage emotions and to respond to yourself differently, which is really important experience and learning to have. I think those are often kinds of experiences that children get in childhood with
mm,
caregivers who are attuned to that.
mm.
And at the same time, my calling into counseling was about really helping clients change, really to feel sustainable, really letting go of wounds that aren't serving rather than coping, to have
Right.
your life more fully, living
Mm.
in your life.
Mm. So I guess some of the distinction you're making, like there's so much coping we can do, it can be helpful, but you're talking more on a deeper level, creating change, not just
Mhm.
covering up something or just continuing as is with coping a little better. But okay, change is possible even on bigger level if someone wants it. 'Cause sometimes people don't even realize that. Oh, change is possible.
Mhm.
Like I can be in a different way.
Absolutely.
Mm,
Yeah, I think it's, life is, we have a life, and to be able to live that in a way that's purposeful and engaging and meaningful to each person. I think, that's part of my belief in counseling as a counselor, is to
mm,
provide space and to help people to connect to themselves in ways that they're living a life that they want and a life that they're choosing.
mm. And I guess as you're saying that, one of the first parts in getting to the life we want is seeing clearly the life we're in. Or like, right? There's a waking up to like how it is now, and that can be uncomfortable. Even in mindfulness, and I teach mindfulness and
Ah,
mindfulness-based stress reduction. It's like there's a
yes.
part when we start turning in, you're like, oh, I didn't realize I'm dealing with this feeling, or we can begin to see our life like, oh, there's a uh-oh. I don't
Yes.
not wanting to go there, right? There might be that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is important for change, to be able to see, to take assessment, or to take in connection with yourself what it
Mm.
is you're doing and how it's impacting you.
Hello there, and thank you so much for stopping by this channel. I hope you find this content useful, and if you do, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It will really help me to reach to more people and keep this content going. Here we are journeying together, and let's see where this takes us.